Okay, in this video, we're going to analyze this clip of a Heelside front flip. Let's start off with the very beginning. I'm going for a pretty aggressive front flip in this clip, intensity-wise. My goal is to take it big and out into the flats, so I'm taking a pretty long approach to this trick. I'm not cutting out as far as I can, or as far as I would for a rally trick, but I'm cutting out pretty far away. The reason I don't cut out as far as I would for a rally trick is because of handle position. For this trick, I keep the handle locked in the exact same position. I keep the handle in comfortably towards my chest. If I took a bigger approach, then it would be that much harder and require more strength to keep the handle into my chest when exploding at takeoff. So as you can see, I keep the handle in the exact same position throughout the flip. Okay, well let's back it up and talk about the approach to the wake. We already know the starting distance for the approach, but now we're actually going to focus on body position and edge style. First off, you'll notice I'm in a very comfortable, knees bent riding position. As far as edge goes, I slowly let off my edge as I approach the wake. It is really important to note that I do not let off my edge completely like I would on a tantrum. I just come off my edge just a bit. The reason I do this is because it will lessen the pull of the rope at takeoff. If you load the line too much, then you won't be able to keep the handle in close to your chest and you'll get stretched out. Once you get stretched out, the rope is controlling the flip, not you. Since this is a flip and not a roll, you want to control the flip. The reason why you do keep a slight edge throughout the takeoff is because you need a constant pull from the rope throughout the trick. You will be using the rope for leverage, and you don't want any slack in the line whatsoever. So as you can see, you don't come off your edge like you would on a trip flip tantrum, but you don't accelerate through the wake like a progressive back roll. You end up doing something kind of right in the middle. Okay, takeoff. The takeoff of this trick is really unique when compared to all the other tricks on a wakeboard. Front flips almost feel like there are two motions going on at takeoff. There is what I like to call the up and the over. You'll notice when I take off, I allow my upper body to flip sideways, cartwheel style, which is the correct direction for a front flip. At the same time, you'll notice that I do not allow my lower body to engage in the flip. This part of the flip is what I call the up. When you take off and you're on your way up into the air, you allow your lower body to ignore the fact that your upper body is beginning to flip. Instead, you allow your lower body to continue its natural flow like it would on a Heelside wake jump. Since your upper body is flipping forward, your front knee should be bent in quite a bit. Once you get to the point where your upper body can't flip anymore without the cooperation of your lower body will automatically come along for the ride. This stage of the flip is what I like to call the over. An important thing to look at is that at takeoff, I am pushing off from only my back foot. The front flip completely slides up the wake and into position without pushing off at all. Really, that is the whole trick. The rest of the trick is just holding the position and rotation that you've set in the approach and first half of the trick. About 3/4 of the way through, you'll notice that I spot the landing. Also, you'll notice that when I land a trick, in this instance, I use two hands, which will give you a stronger landing. Letting go with your back hand at the 3/4 point when you spot your landing is optional and will allow you to use that free hand for balance instead of strength. It is really just a preference. So there it is, that's the Heelside front flip.